Did everyone hear that? Am I the only one who can't hear that? Excuse me. That would be why. Yep, that sounds good. All right. Let's make sure all this is selected correctly. All right. Does it work now? No. Oh, I know why. I have a general idea why this isn't working. Final DSC gonna be Mario. Probably. Probably, right? Better be someone good, right? Better be someone amazing. Everyone was saying Dante, then they were like, no, the skins that were released for the Switch edition, no, that's for something else now. You know, the guy that, you know, the creator, the voice actor, that whole thing. You guys probably followed all that. For real, I don't think anyone's calling out the obvious here. Representative from Sword and Shield. I'm sorry, but you look at the lineup now, and you look at, I mean, even though Incineroar is cool, like, he's from last gen. So what do? You know what I mean? You can't pull out Incineroar. You have to keep him in there. You know, he's an alternative fighting brawler type guy. You gotta... I think, honestly, Sword Dog and Shield Dog have a very good chance of being in there. And not only that, but, you know, when you look at the three legendaries, it's like, okay, or the three starters for Sword and Shield, it's like, what, are you going to have, you know, Cinderace inside there? You're going to have, you know, you're going to have Inteleon? Like, no, you're not going to have those guys. Those guys don't really strike me as people that, you know, as characters that you would see in Smash Brothers. I don't know. Dante or Sora. I told you I'd be here. Genesis Rebel, you were right. You did say you would be here. Where's my ambient castle sound effects? There we go. Thank you. What if it's Sora and Sakurai had to, like, negotiate for 30 years? That's why he's got the 3 fingers up. 30 years, you know? Oh, that's so weird that I can't hear anything. I can't wait either. It's gonna be good though. It's gonna be good. Guaranteed, you know? You know, Smash Brothers, they don't really ever skimp on anything. And if they do, it's usually because of, like, technical difficulties. You know what I'm saying? Kingdom Hearts 3, yeah. Could be Phoenix Wright because of that tweet that Sakurai had where it was Zelda given, like, the objection point, and Villager is holding like a sword and shield. It's like the knight character that, you know, Zelda has in Smash Brothers, the move, the Dark Knight there, the one that does the sword slash, one that she summons. Yeah, Villager is like holding that in his hands, and Sakurai took a picture of that whole thing with Zelda pointing kind of in the objection way that Phoenix Wright would. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe Phoenix Wright gets in there. He was in Marvel vs. Capcom, so I could see him in there. I'm not dying to get Phoenix Wright in this game though. I mean, I'm already all set. They have Cloud, they have Banjo-Kazooie, they have Hero, you know, Ryu from Street Fighter. They have everyone that I've ever wanted. I mean, the only other person that they could put in that I'd really want is maybe Guile, but I already know we already have Ken Masters, so we're probably not going to get Guile. Gino, obviously, another big one that I would love to see just because I like Gino from Mario RPG. Crazy Sora writes are a bit stuffy using the character. Yeah, dude, that. Like, how does that all go with, like, Disney? You know what I mean? Like, is his final Smash, you know, does that include, you know, Goofy and Donald and Mickey? You know, as kind of like Mega Man's did, where it was, you know, your main character that you choose for the Mega Man series is Mega Man. And then, you know, you have, for the final Smash, you have, like, all the different iterations of Mega Man, including X, you know, Mega Man Zero, you know, whatever. They have, you know, Mega Man Legends, I think, is in there, too. They have, like, all the different iterations of Mega Man. I could see them doing something like that with, like, you know, Kingdom Hearts. Sora has its final Smash, and it's, you know, Mickey, Donald, Goofy. I don't know. I'm not much of a Kingdom Hearts guy. I don't know much about it other than just very light stuff. I know more about, like, you know, Baron Rex than I do about, like, Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, it'd be cool. I think Sora would be a cool addition. In terms of being the most requested characters, though, I'd say Dante, Sora, Crash Bandicoot. I guess he's the only other one that I could ever see, like, honestly getting in. And then for me, that would be like Old Man Dream. You know, that would be like Old Man energy. You know, coming for me, that would be like a dream come true. Because then I'd have Cloud Strife, Ryu. You know, Simon Belmont. I mean, the Belmonts, that's just kind of like, you know, icing on top of the cake. If I can beat them anytime, then I'll take it. I gotta figure out what's going on with this thing. For whatever reason today, I can't hear any of my sound effects. There's a problem. What about, like, Spyro the Dragon? You guys see that happening? Do you think Spyro, like, now knowing, like, what Spyro is, you know? Like, now knowing that's, like, the case, could you see yourself actually saying, oh yeah, you know it'd be great if Spyro the Dragon got in, we had Spyro and Crash. It'd be like, you know, 90s Ultra team complete. You'd have Sonic, you'd have Cloud, you'd have Spyro, you'd have Crash. So that's like, you know, 90s dream team right there. You know what I'm saying? Disney can't do anything. Yeah, that's probably why you don't see you know, Mickey dressed up in, like, Night Guard, you know, and his, like, you know, his outfits from the Kingdom Hearts series. Because, and not only that, but, like, you know, I think Disney, like, they like Kingdom Hearts, and I think they love the series and the property and stuff like that. But I think when it comes to actually, like, physically advertising their stuff within, like, a park, let's say, like, an amusement park, or even their own branding, I feel like the stuff that they always go with is, like, not ever what, like, Mickey Mouse, like, what they would want him to be depicted as, which is, like, angry-ass Mickey. It's kind of like, you know, how when Kirby games come out in Japan versus when they come out in America. In Japan, Kirby always looks super happy and, you know, flying all over the box art, whereas in the American version, he always just looks like he's, like, pissed off. I don't know why. Look it up, though. What about Americans? We want every box art to just go to that next level of anger. Yeah, but I can't get over this whole thing. The 3. I can't get over it. I don't know what that could be, honestly. I'm gonna restart something real quick, alright? I'm gonna leave the stream out, but I'm gonna just restart my voice. Everyone can hear me? Oh, that's working now. What do you guys say? Probably a similar case with Cloud. Yeah, I could see that. What's up, Caleb? Sakurai can make him work, says Genesis Rebel. Making him work without the technical Disney characters is enough kingdom. Yeah, that's true. You don't have to show any. You don't have to show any. Show like Roxas and all them. You know, all the background, side characters. Show all them. They're pretty much just as important as, Goofy and Donald now. Plus you have, So again, excuse me, I'm not the biggest Kingdom Hearts fan. I don't really know all their names. But I know in this Remind DLC that they're adding, more playable characters. One's from the original game. I don't remember their exact names, but there's 2 of them. One's a girl, one's a boy. I don't know anything else other than that, but you could add them inside there. Again, I'm totally speaking out of my ass because I don't play Kingdom Hearts. I really don't. I've only played like halfway through the first one. I've seen a lot of them played. Don't get me wrong. I've watched this game played so many times by so many different people. I feel like I have played it to some extent, except when it comes to knowing like specific characters' names. Riku and KRA, thank you. I thought one of them was named Riku, but I was like, no, that's the Santiago. No, that's the girl from Final Fantasy X who beats the hell out of Tidus and then comes back in the sequel. No, that's not her. Riku looks like the guy. He's got white hair like me. Silver hair. Are we doing this thing or what? Okay, good. Got rid of that guy. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the Game Boy Horror page. We don't have to look at this thing. There's nothing going on here yet. Nothing going on in this scene. Perfect. This is way better. I would love to get love if Aqua from Birth by Sleep got a Mii costume. Yeah, well, you know what we're gonna find out today, lads, right? What is it? We're gonna find out whether or not this image is legitimate. Here's the video here. I'll bring it up here so you guys can see it. It's that leaked video with Ken. Excuse me. Oh, we're gonna change that. That's gonna get annoying like after the first one. Please change that. Yeah, make it the banjo puzzle. Sure. And don't make it the flaming head. There we go. Two characters like a pre-order bonus? No, I think if anything you're gonna get kind of what, people are expecting. You're gonna get a full character reveal. You might get a shadow drop of that same character. But I think what they'll also do is they'll tease the next one that they're working on. To get people really hyped up. But yeah, this is the video. You guys remember seeing this one where it leaked online where it was the Mallow head and it was the you guys see that? I know some of you guys have, one of you, Genesis Rebel, I think has already mentioned it. Yeah, exactly. The Kako Demon from Doom. Yeah, imagine if it is the Kako Demon, which is this character here. And then behind me here you have a Mii fighter wearing a Mallow head. You can actually see it pretty vividly right there. that's the Kako demon. And then you have Ken. Now, the interesting thing about this screenshot that a lot of people kind of forget is that the very first time I believe that Ken Masters was leaked, the Ken character was being played as, like, on the leak. So, it's a big chance. Big chance. We'll have to see, though. I honestly have no idea what he's gonna pick. I was saying Dante to myself like all day yesterday, and then I saw the announcement of the 3 skins that the guy was, that the creator was talking about, and it kind of lined up to what the, I don't know, what the voice actor for one of the other characters in the newest Devil May Cry game. He like kind of confirmed that he wished that his character in the Devil May Cry series was going to be put into Smash Brothers like Dante is. That's what he was implying in this vocal interview. So I'd honestly hang on a second. For real though, I go on a limb and say this. I'm for real. I feel like people also are forgetting a lot of other characters. Like the door's open. Like Banjo-Kazooie's in. Like that's pretty much saying, okay, yeah. If they can get Rare to do it, they can pretty much get, let's face it. This game is a giant billboard for like a video gaming character. You know what I mean? Like Sakurai, the creator, he got, the term Xbox trending in Japan when he was revealing the Banjo-Kazooie, the character release. That's crazy. So this whole game series has become like a giant billboard for your favorite character, your favorite video game character. So I don't, for companies that are actively trying to not put their video game character in there, I first ask you, well, why? And second of all, does it make sense? You think Gino? I think Gino will be like the last one. It's either going to be Gino or Waluigi. You know what I mean? That one of those guys are getting in. The thing I go back about with Gino and that it's owned by Square. I don't know whether or not Square, considering the fact that Final Fantasy VII, Cloud, he only has 2 tracks from the original game, and I understand that when Cloud was originally developed for the game, I don't know if the Final Fantasy VII remake was in development. I don't think it was. If it was being done by CyberConnect 2, not even Square Enix. What happened to that? They scrapped all of it and they restarted it, and that's why we're gonna get the game a month late in 2020 rather than what was the original release date? What they said, 2018, 3 years after the fact that they showed it. Well, anyways, we know, we know what Square what they were doing at the time. I think they were just we don't really have anything put new inside there, but we want Cloud Strife in there. That's why the Advent Children Cloud I think is in there. I don't know. I just go back and forth with Square Enix because I'm yeah, I don't really see them wanting to give up another character, even though you have 2 reps from every single series pretty much. It's gonna be Dante, even though I don't know him. Well, there's that Switch game, that Switch port of the Devil May Cry. I don't remember the exact. There's one that they already have on there, but I know that they're bringing another one really soon that you'll now be able to switch your outfits through. I think it's one of the newer ones. But yeah, if you want to go get familiar, you can go get that on the eShop. That's the thing too. I keep going around with the Switches, and I'm the console. I mean, let's face it. My Samsung Galaxy Tab A, it's just probably just slightly under what the Switch can do graphically. You know what I'm saying? I know it's not a robust powerhouse system. You know what I mean? I just know that. I know technically it's not. When I visually look at it, not all the games look like Smash Brothers or Mario Odyssey or Legend of Zelda. Some of the games aren't. Not as well optimized, but not as well suited for the game. But I don't know. But then you get games like Alien Isolation. But anyways, the Switch and the games. I know that whole thing was a meme, oh yeah, we have games at Nintendo. They really do. If someone comes and asks me today, it's if this was last generation, this was we were all playing our 360s, our white big clunky ass 360s that red ringed constantly, what would you have recommended back then? You would have recommended the 360 because that had the games. It had way better games than PlayStation 3. It had the backwards compatibility. It had all these. It even had the HD DVD player. If you happen to be one of those guys that bought HD DVDs over Blu-ray. It's gonna be Waluigi. I feel it, Fasty. I think honestly, Waluigi is gonna be saved for the end because everyone's been bitching about him from the beginning. I think people also forget about Skull Kid. All right, remember how well requested he was, Skull Kid. I'm trying to think of old ones like back in the day, like back in like the N64 days. Who do we want? Oh, we wanted Whiz Pig. I remember people really wanted Whiz Pig because he was a big popular enemy being in Diddy Kong Racing. Other people just wanted Diddy Kong Racing characters. I remember. I go back and I say, I like Ken and stuff, but man, how awesome would it have been if Ken was just an alternate, like an Echo Fighter for Ryu, which is pretty much the case. What if, what if like the second Street Fighter character comes in, it's like Guile or like Chun Li? You had to pick a Street Fighter character to bring into Smash Brothers other than Ryu and Ken. Who would it be? Just say out who would be. Dalsim, Zangief, Chun Li, another brawler, or maybe like Vega, M Bison, yeah. Still those Guile. I keep thinking like the Guile, like in the Guile song, like remix and the stage and stuff would be so cool. It would be like that 3D, blacktop, like with the all the fighter jets and stuff landing in the background of guys working on like fighter jets like taking off. Maybe like the stage moves around because it's like you're on like the wing of like a jet. Throw like little references to Star Fox in there, whatever. Akuma, that's a bold move. Bold move. Let's go to the Battle Bridge to discuss, because there's not really anything else to see here, right? Yeah, not yet. Imagine that. True. Yeah, but hey, they could bring it. I'm saying, I know he's already an assist trophy, but so is Waluigi, and everyone wants him in. What about Alucard? Huh? The guy not only has like his own hit TV Netflix show, the Castlevania stuff for God's sake, but he's in probably one of the best Castlevania games ever made. Right? Can't count that out. You can't. You just can't. I don't know. This has to be as big as Banjo and Joker. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying, I'm either thinking it's gonna be Gino. What if it's Gino and like we hear like the ding 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 ding, or it's like you get Smithy or someone in there, and or you get friggin' Frog Fuchsius. I'd lose my shit. First guy I would think of. First guy I'd want to see his reaction. Like the first guy. If it's Gino. The first reaction I'm going to go look up, first of all, is my own, because, it's going to be genuine. I don't know anything about this DLC character. I knew about Banjo about a few hours before Banjo actually came out, and I was like, yeah, okay, I kind of figured. But anyways, Papa Gino's. That guy has been wanting Gino since, like, he started his YouTube channel. If Gino gets in, I want to see his reaction, like, immediately. I feel like it's Frog Jumper. It's going to be someone out of left field. Yeah. It's going to be like Pepsi Man. Or like Alex Kidd. It's going to be like, oh yeah, Sega's like original mascot. Or like, oh yeah, Tetris. Oh, Puyo Puyo. I kept seeing people being like, oh, the creator liked the Smash Brothers tweet. I'm like, isn't it possible that the creator just likes Smash Brothers? The creator of the Puyo Puyo. That sounds crazy, and Sakurai said no, but he said no to Ridley before, so... Yeah, but he also really wanted Ridley. Basti. He was a big fan of Ridley, even when he said that he couldn't put them in there. Rampage. You mean like Rampage World Tour? Like arcade-style Rampage? That'd be cool. FC Man would be dope. Yes, I agree. Product placement, you know what I'm saying? Let me put on more of this music. He also wants Gino. I could honestly see Goku in there, but I don't know, I'll be 100% with you guys. I think the fact that Goku has his own fighting series with the Dragon Ball, Z Fighters game, that kind of hurts his chances getting in this game. That's all I'm saying. I know you could probably make the same argument to be like, well, Ryu and Terry and stuff and Ken, they have their own fighting games. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I don't know. It's also very easy to say that it's Goku because it's made by the same production studio, Bandai Namco. They help out with the production for Smash Brothers. So John Wick. Honestly, I think Doomslayer has the biggest chance over anyone other than Dante. And then after that, it's Halo. Halo guy, Master Chief. Yeah. Did we actually get confirmation of that? No, it's just a rumor. Okay. Yeah, because I was going to say, I know that they did the whole thing. I found out about the Bioshock. You know what I'm saying? Mako reactor. Let me see if I can dig up that sound. So yesterday I was watching this stream. Some of you guys probably saw me in there on Twitch, and it was the voice actor who plays Barrett and the voice actress who plays Aerith in the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and they were playing the OG Final Fantasy, and they were voicing the characters. And it was fourth wall breaking on a level that I've never seen before, and it was not only just hilarious, but it was also insane. Barrett, John Bentley, the guy who plays Barrett in the remake, he was just saying all this really funny stuff in Barrett's voice, and I just had to record some of it. I'm gonna try to get this to work. I don't know who that Jinpei is for Smash. I don't know who that is. Oh yeah, HMK, I know he's yeah. Oh yeah. Can we pause the music for a second?
Wedgie!
You guys hear that?
Wedgie! Come on, newcomer, follow me. Wedgie.
Oh, that was so epic. Yeah, there we go. Sakurai himself, Reggie, or Wada? Oh man. I know, every time there's a Smash Truck, I do think of Etika. I think of Iwata too. I think of both of those guys. It's kind of sad that they're both gone. I didn't. You just, you never know it though. You never know. Hang on to any moment you got. Nothing against, President, Fukuhara, who's the current president of Nintendo. But Iwata. You just don't ever hear of that many CEOs, literally forfeiting their salary to ensure that their employees get paid during when the business that you're in charge of is struggling. You're honest. I mean, come on, Jeff Bezos ain't gonna do that anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? None of those guys are. You know, Guile is an Etika rep, dude. How? Yeah. What about an Etika, like, you know, an Etika, like, you know, skin toggle for Guile? You know what I'm saying? You know, gives him the nice crisp flat top and stuff like that. Ooh, man, that would be so. That'd be like. I mean, he's already immortalized Sakurai and, like, you know, fighting game history and all this other stuff, and he's just, you know, a great game designer. But if he did that, man, put in all the Nintendo guys, put in all the old Nintendo dudes, you know. It's so weird that that's not going off. Okay, huh. Hey, Freddy, thanks again for that sub. I appreciate it, man. That's weird. So the alerts are still on. So bizarre. I don't get it. I really don't understand. Iwata was a legend. Barrett for Smash? Not just playing? Come on.
Come on, newcomer. Follow me.
Right? Come on. How about Sephiroth? He's the villain of that next big Final Fantasy. That would be a one-way for, and then that would be your excuse to get all the music in there, get all the golden music from Amatsu inside there, get every single friggin' track. Do more remixes of every single song, get all the remake, you know. They already, you know, come on. Fortnite, I don't think would ever get in. Now, here's why I don't think it will ever get in. All right? Now, here's why I don't think it will ever get in. Say this now, and I'll probably eat my own shit later. I don't think Fortnite, Jonesy, whatever the hell the guy's name is, would ever get into Smash Brothers for a couple of things. All right? One of them is that it's a free-to-play game. All right? Nothing against free-to-play games. They're already on the Switch. I don't think Epic Games would really want to delineate. I don't know. I say that now, and they'd probably take advantage of that shit in a heartbeat. Golden Sun. I remember, like, back in the day, though, like, we were saying, like, oh, like, James Bond from, like, GoldenEye, and, like, you know, oh, like, let's get Perfect Dark in there, and, like, you know, Jet Force, Gemini, like, all Rare games. I'm thinking now, like, guys from, like, Killer Instinct and stuff like that. Like, things have, like, changed so much. I feel like it's like it has to be someone who someone who's had a game out recently, and then they bring out Banjo-Kazooie, who hasn't had a game to itself in, like, almost 10 years. Unless, of course, you count that Sega All-Stars Racing and all that other crap and whatever, but I don't know. I go back and forth about Sakurai. He just, you know, he can pick whatever he wants, and it's going to be pretty much well accepted, except for Piranha Plant. I to this day, I still don't understand that choice. I feel like that was just hey, we need to market this game somehow. We don't have any friggin' content ready, and we were kind of working on Piranha Plant for the Wii U version of Smash Brothers. Should we bring him over as, like, you know, a hype, you know, pre-DLC? Like, yeah, let's do it. I don't know. Piranha Plant. I've never understood that guy. Oh, we already heard this one. Oh, there we go. Where's my Game Boy? Here we go. You think he will announce the next Fighter Pass today? Yes, I think he will. Golden Sun, yeah. I don't know, he's already that, you know, that series, I don't know. I say I'm like deconfirmed. There's no deconfirmation of any kind anymore in this game. It doesn't matter. Even like guys like Waluigi and Alucard, they could very well just make an appearance in this game now. I don't really think that there's like, the door is like really closed on anyone. Even Dante, I don't think the door is really closed on him. All right, man. It's all good, man. Don't be late for your work shift, all right? Or just throw it up on all the TVs in your office and let everyone watch. I'll try to keep it PG. It's early in the morning. I'm not fully awake. I'm not fully pissed off yet, so yeah. I'm sure we can figure something out. I think he's honestly gonna fast. You know what? I'll be honest. I think that Sakurai, right? Let me make sure that all the audio over here is correct before this shit starts and I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, it works. It's not started or anything. I just clicked on another video. No worries, everyone. No worries. Everything's good. Do I have everything open? Oh, I already do. Never mind. Perfect. Oh, you guys have been liking that meme. Just bear with me. Just bear with him for me, would you? You finally just beat Final Fantasy 15 on the hardest difficulty. Wow, your thumbs from smashing that attack button over and over and over again, Genesis Rebel, must be so friggin' tired. Just... Your PlayStation controller just must look like beat. You know, it's just... The attack button is just literally just gone. It's just like even the marking on it is just like, nope, it's just nothing there. It's just like a blank button face. Final Fantasy 15. Talk about a game that gave me so many mixed emotions. Or it just questioned it. It made me question everything about the whole lore and everything. When I look back on that game, sometimes I like forget that they're this, and it's the same game all the way through. It feels like it's two different games, or like there's two different acts. Like Act 1 is like open world, Act 2 is like, you know, very linear. I hope Remake is not like that. I hope it's like a nice combination of open world and linear. I hope what they do is they use the linear parts of the game to actually like be like load during load windows. That's what they started doing good in 15. Is that some of the linear, you know, parts in the game when you'd have to like creep through like, you know, alleyways and different like, you know, passages, and you'd have to duck underneath like walls and stuff and squeeze in between objects. That was done, you know, to hide load times, which I thought was very good, especially on the PlayStation 4, which needed it desperately. Oh yeah, how's the delay today? Is it good? I did try to improve it a lot. I did ultra low latency, which supposedly is a lot better. I don't know. My God. I want to see processing cloud in Final Fantasy VII Remake for the memes. Yeah, well, if you looked at that data leak, it was already out there. Mind you, they were unrendered and they looked really bad, but yeah, it's in the game. Rest assured, it's gonna be in there. Everyone's saying that was gonna dip out and the game was gonna be, you know, completely different from the original. Nope, not at all. Nope. Oh, it's in there, and a lot more too, I might add. What is this, Kirby? Oh, it's too early for this. Sounds cool. What is this from? Sadly, Final Fantasy VII Remake has been delayed, I know. Oh, I'm well aware. April 10th. Not that long. Not that long. Hey, I waited. How many times is 15 delayed? And look at how that game turned out. Not worth the wait. But 7's different. You know, I feel like when companies aren't having to like be totally original, they do a lot better with these projects. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad that this is a remake of the original Final Fantasy VII and not Final Fantasy VII 2. You know? One thing I keep saying that I'm going to be very curious about the remake is that not only are we going to get the original story, but we're going to get elements added in that were not technically able to be done in the original game because of, the fact they were running it on a PlayStation 1 or whatever, or, disc constraints. There's going to be a lot of stuff in the game that you wouldn't ordinarily been able to do back in the day because of technical strains. So I think you're gonna have like a lot of side quests. I think you're gonna have a lot of flashbacks to like, Crisis Core days with Zack. I think you're gonna have a lot of, stuff to do with like, when Cloud was young and he was younger when he was in Soldier. I think you're gonna have I think also like Team Avalanche. I have nothing to confirm this either, but I have a feeling like the majority of Team Avalanche, like Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse, I have a feeling they're going to stick around in the game. First Class Edition report sold out. Good on you, man. Let's put it this way. If I got that, I already have so much video game stuff. If I got that, Mrs. Santiago would murder me. That would have been bad for me. But I already did get the game. I got the digital version, I'm going to get the physical version too. It's going to be a good game though. I played the original, it looks like Roblox. Yeah, well, I will say. Alright. I will say, if you are going to go back and play the original, and if you haven't yet, go back and play the original. It's on like every platform, imaginable. Also, if you want to kind of like have the most definitive experience possible in playing the original Final Fantasy VII, go play, and I think it's still called this. I have to still confirm with him. I've been messaging him for a while, but he hasn't gotten back to me. Go look up the Echo S mod being done by Sunamod, or Sunamix. This is a total conversion mod for Final Fantasy VII, the PC game. You have to have the PC game, so keep that in mind. There's a little bit of setup involved. However, once you set it up, not only will like 1/3 of the game be completely voice acted, so you'll actually have like, audible dialogue being read by like voiceover actors. And they're, they sound good. For like 1/3 of the game. But then not only that, but all the NPCs are completely done over. All the main characters look like, the skins from the remake, or you can have different selections of skins. All the backgrounds are like upscaled. Some of them are even completely redone to make it look amazing. The battle scenes are completely redone. The music is completely redone. Some of my music is in that mod too, so you can hear like the battle theme that I've done. It's really the most definitive way to play that game. In fact, I've been trying to get Suna to actually send me like his most definitive version of that mod so I can stream it, because I want to play it one last time before the remake comes out. I really want to play it just because it has the voice acting and it has everything else. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm rambling on because I love the game. For the love of the game. What do you say default? Huh? What happens when I do this? Huh. Interesting. Thank you very much, TB. Yeah, I know, right? This demo has got me blue-balled. I don't know why they delay the game. Fine, I don't care. Go ahead and delay the game. Delay it a year. Go and release that demo, though. Just release it. Just release it. You've already released it to the press. You've already claimed to release it to a guy like Dreamcast guy, even though I think he's full of crap. Release the demo. Just release it. I've already seen it played. I've watched people playing it, like in person. I've never played it because I wanted to actually stay true and actually play the, released version by Square. I don't want to break the law. But I went to a location when it was first announced over the holidays, and I watched someone play it. It was awesome. It was awesome. They need to just release that demo, though. They just need to release it. Just do it. Maybe do it and release a little training mode so you can use some of the casters like Aerith. You know? Give me the app's boss battle as like a training mode so you can learn about summons and training. And just do it. Sakurai's got no audio on this shit. What? Marska, thank you. I will do it. I'm gonna do it just for you. Okay? But yeah, I can't, I don't have a jailbroken PlayStation 5. So I have no ability to play it. I don't want to play it ahead of time anyways. I'd rather just wait. I don't know. What is this? This sounds like Metal Gear Solid. Sounds like a 70s porno. James Bond. Yeah, that April and March, man, that's gonna be... I already have stuff on like lockdown. I already have Cyberpunk pre-order on my PC. You know, I already got Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's already been done for a while. You know, we got those two games. I'm not really big into Animal Crossing. I'll probably pick it up eventually, but I'm not going to get it right away. Doom Eternal. Yeah, I keep forgetting about a lot of different games. There's too many of them. Remember when they said, "Oh yeah, 2020 is going to be like a rebuild year for the gaming industry," and that they're going to kind of like, they're still in between generations. I think people are not really understanding what this next generation is going to be. They're going to be making like PlayStation 4 games for the PlayStation 5 essentially. Same with like Xbox. It sounds like, and even Xbox, Microsoft, they've even come on and confirmed this, being like, hey guys, we're going to be making games for both the Xbox One X and for the Xbox Series X from here on out. They're both going to be compatible for this generation and the next generation. I feel like PlayStation 5 is going to be the same thing. They're going to be releasing shit still for the PlayStation 4, but if you pop it into a PlayStation 5, it's going to be visual fidelity will be increased or upscaled or whatever. Just my opinion. Oh shit, this is awesome. What is this? Airman? Damn. This sounds like it's from Smash Brothers. Is it time yet?
3, 2, 1, go!
I guess so. Not yet. No, not yet. Not yet. You got a little bit more to wait. I'm gonna go grab a beverage before this begins. It's like starts in 10 minutes. Alright? Be right back. You know what I was thinking, guys? We get 8 minutes left. I was gonna say I can show you guys what I've been working on with these videos. It is. We need some Mako energy behind me here. Can we do that on the fly? I don't know if we can. Let me see if we can. We got something. Hang on. What do we got here? Oh yeah, I think this will work nicely. Oh yeah. How much time is left? 7 minutes. What's up, Zombie56? Thank you again. I believe you donated to me. You sent a super chat the last time at my last stream. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Yep, we got 7 minutes. Oh, excuse me, 6 minutes left. Second favorite Final Fantasy game, 10. Probably a toss-up between, yeah, probably 10, honestly. 10. 8 I've only played like a handful of times. It's great. I love the music from it. I don't really know much about it outside the main character, Squall, with the gunblade. I really don't know much about 8. But I do know a decent amount about 10. I've seen that game. I've played that game so many times, I've seen it played many times as well. Probably 10. In my opinion, the next Square game to get a remake like treatment, I feel like it's got to be either like Final Fantasy 3 or Chrono Trigger. It has to be one of those two. Or you go back and you do 8 over again, and you do the remake style graphics with 8, which would be amazing. Imagine like the battle theme redone by Iamatsu now for 8. It would be as good as Those Who Fight. Be like, don't be afraid forever. Oh yeah, Xenoblade. You mean like what? Like Rex? From Xenoblade 2? Or Pyra? What is a Smash Bros. Direct? This right here. What do you mean? What do you mean what's a Smash Bros. Direct? It's this. What if it is Steve from Minecraft? Yeah, that would scare me a little bit. What if it is like someone actually like out of left field? gonna be Ninja again, isn't it? Please God, no. No, just no. Oh man, why isn't Zack like a skin alternate or an Echo fighter for Cloud? I've been saying that from the beginning, man. Yes, everyone would be Steve with Megalovania playing, because that's pretty much anytime you go online. Who you getting destroyed by? Some tryhard who's the Sans Mii fighter. Or as I like to refer to him as Dead Ness. Because Sans is technically Ness in the future. In Earthbound. Go look it up. Two minutes. I'm just gonna make sure my audio works over here again. Don't mind me.
皆さんこんにちは。
It's not
空の
starting
桜
Hello
井
everyone,
正宏
this is Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited. The Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game was recently honored.
Don't worry about it. It's not actually him. Minus the PK Fire OP factor. Don't worry, it's not him yet. I know, I can't fuck around with that shit. I can't just have like the... I can't be playing with your emotions, you know? It's too much! I'm sorry for disturbing you, alright? Jesus. Alright, 1 minute left! It has almost begun. It's almost time.
Huh?
Yeah, that's right. Get your head out of your ass, Banjo. Let's get the hell going. Now we got a Smash Brothers. I don't even play Smash, though I do own it. Well, maybe you should start playing. Hello everyone. My name is Masahiro Sakurai. Number 3, bitches. I don't know what. I know. It's almost time for the most OP character in the game to be released. It's gonna trounce everyone, and then everyone's just gonna become immediately horrible. Why is it that always happens in this game? Oh, it's starting.
皆さんこんにちは。
Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate from Sora Limited.
今回はなんと事前にファイターが何の種
We'll be
類だか
using
わからない
today's showcase to give you a first look at our next DLC fighter.
実はこの
Actually, hardly anyone knows what we'll be announcing today, even among Nintendo staff worldwide.
開発者の
The development team and other stakeholders have been working on this fighter with the utmost secrecy,
ゆえに
which means other Nintendo staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release after the showcase has been broadcast.
そこで配信
So, it won't be available right away.
Ah,
Please
okay.
understand that it will take a little time.
Okay.
まあ世界
I think even many Nintendo employees will be surprised to see this and say, wow, really?
It's gonna be someone huge, and why is it so bad?
So, let's all share in the fun of getting our hands on the latest information.
ただし
However, even if you say, that's not the character I was picturing, I hope you don't have any hard feelings. We've prepared a fighter reveal video. Once it starts, I think you'll figure out who it is pretty quickly.
Oh my god.
Now, let's do this.
Oh shit. Oh, Fire Emblem. It's Fire Emblem. Violet, yeah.
The time has finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharat upon our enemies!
Oh, don't tell me it's gonna be her.
were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap?
Sothis?
If you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die? I thought as much. I also do not wish to die. And yet... there is no other choice.
Another Fire Emblem character.
You must join Smash.
What?
Join Smash Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
Okay. Not what I expected,
so
but
joining Smash.
this is gonna have a lot of people
consumes
pissed
even the
off.
darkness itself.
I mean, okay, I like Fire Emblem Three Houses. Do I think Byleth really needed to be in the game? I don't know. Why not Edelgard? Yeah, look at all the sword characters. Might as well just call it Super Sword Brothers. Yeah, there we go. There's that boy.
So you return, and sooner
You got
than expected.
fucked
I
up.
see. Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well? What will you do? Huh. So that is how you plan to win the day? So be it. I reward your cleverness this time.
What?
How is this?
So we're getting okay. Yeah. All right.
Of anyone, you should be able to handle the hero's
Wow. Another. So we're having. I don't.
Arid
Okay.
Fire,
Nintendo.
strike with superior reach. Use Amir's
This was probably
overwhelming power.
easier for them to implement because it's Fire Emblem. They already have Fire Emblem characters in the
Unleash
game.
the blinding speed of Failnaught,
So you have Fire Emblem characters that can
along
wield
with the sword of the
the
creator.
hell. So it's like a
Each
hero.
weapon matches a direction.
I'm trying to figure out what this character is most like already that they have in the game. We're gonna get the Garrett
Your
Mock
will and mine be now as
stage,
one.
which is cool.
To you, both sides of time are revealed. Through Smash, show the world.
All right. I mean, not asked for.
Yes, there you
He's
have
just
it.
still setting
Violet
shit
from
up.
Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining the battle. Fire Emblem Three Houses was released just last summer, so it's still very new. Even so, you'll soon be able to play as them in
They
Super
must
Smash
be
Bros.
saving all
Ultimate.
these guys that everyone wants
This release
for like
is
the next
planned for
DLC
January
pass.
28th. You'll have instant access if you have the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass.
Okay, so
and it
actually
will
pretty
also
soon.
be available for purchase individually.
Okay.
In case you're not familiar with Fire Emblem or Three Houses, I'll explain a few things, so don't worry.
Yeah, pretty much.
First off, what is Fire
They're
Emblem?
pretty much done with it. It sounds like. I mean, if they only need 2 weeks, it's
It's
just
really
like
hard to
last minute
pronounce in
tweaks.
Japanese. The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But when writing it, if you don't write Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and get you, so please be careful.
What?
The series' first entry launched in Japan on the Famicom in 1990.
Violet.
You could say it was a pioneer in the genre of tactical
Oof.
role-playing games.
Yeah,
You
I
might
don't know.
be wondering what makes it
I can
particularly
already tell
tactical.
you a bunch of people on Twitter are gonna be
Well,
mad.
it's tactical in that it simulates combat.
Oh
You
man.
can think of it as moving pieces in a board game. Or in
Oh
other
man,
words,
poor
a game in
Fidel.
which you
I
advance
just
units across a
immediately
grid
think of
and
him
battle.
now. He's probably so. I bet he's a little bit salty.
When we talk about
He didn't get
tactical
Dante.
games of that era, there were lots of ones in which you command tanks, aircrafts, and so
Where
on.
is the real Nintendo
But Fire
Direct?
Emblem
Good question.
was unique because each unit was a specific character, sort of like in role-playing games.
Nintendo, they're holding back a lot of
Something
this
that
stuff for
stand
some
out
reason,
from
man. I
other
don't know
Nintendo
why.
products. Characters could permanently die. That's pretty direct language though, so perhaps we should just say they're sleeping with the fishes.
What?
But really, if a character fell in battle, you'd lose that unit. They'd be gone and you couldn't use them
Yeah.
again.
Not wrong, Ninja.
Recent entries in the series maintain this concept of permadeath to some degree in classic
I
mode and
just,
what
I don't
have you.
know.
But a lot of games now allow strategic withdrawals, so to speak. In the older games, your units would really be gone, never to be mentioned again. Scary.
I don't know.
The game's stories are told like chronicles of war, with increasingly distinct characters and engrossing scenarios.
I wonder like how much like arm twisting is actually going on here with him. Like
Several
how much
characters
arm
also
twisting with
appear in the Super
Nintendo? Like
Smash
when they
Bros.
meet, they're like,
series,
hey, you
and
know,
6 of the 7 can
we
use
really
a
know that you want
counterattack.
Gino and
It's
you
their
know,
downside.
whoever in the game, but we really need to be
There's
leading
actually
more
a
with
reason for
our
this.
heavy hitters.
When I
and
was
that's
considering
Fire
how to
Emblem.
incorporate Fire Emblem fighters into Super Smash Bros. Melee, I thought it might be interesting to reflect the turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack and you counter. Next comes your turn.
Well, yeah.
And now, Fire Emblem Three Houses is the 17th game in the series. People who aren't Japanese in particular might be thinking, 17 games? There are that many? Well, if
Yes.
you include Fire Emblem Heroes in the remakes, but you don't include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17 games. Let's try saying them in the Fire Emblem Can You Say It challenge. I'll give it a try.
暗黒竜と光の剣、外伝紋章の謎、聖戦の系譜、トラキア776、封印の剣、烈火の剣、聖魔の鉱石、
Sacred Stones, baby. Hell yeah, Radiant Dawn.
新暗黒竜新紋章、覚醒イフ、
Mystery of the Emblem.
風化雪月
There you go, 17.
Oh, so that's where the 3 came
変な
from.
数え方してます
So you saw how I was counting in a weird way, right?
Yeah. What
I
the
was
hell's
counting
that?
in binary.
What?
つまりこれが全部
This is 0. Fold this here and you get 1, and then you get 2. Then 2
Sakurai's
plus 1
doing
equals
sign
3.
language.
So this would be 4,
This is
5,
heartwarming.
6, 7, and 8. And then you get 16. Add 1 and you get 17. Awesome, isn't it?
That's what was behind the
You can
photograph?
actually count up to 31 on one hand. And if you use both hands, you can count all the way up to 1023.
畳の数を数える目の数を
The first
If
one
you've
for
given
Game
up
Boy
counting the
Advance.
knots in a tatami mat, you could always give it a go.
I love Fire Emblem for the GameCube too.
What is
GameCube
Fire
as well.
Emblem
What is
Three
it?
Houses?
Oh,
In Japanese, the male version of the main character is called Bereto and the female version is called Beresu, but in English they share the same name, Byleth. Byleth becomes a professor who ends up leading one of 3 academic houses. Once you've chosen a house, you guide them through their school life, and, well, you end up
Good game.
fighting the other houses.
not taking anything away from 3 Houses. It was a fun
After a
game.
certain incident, 5 years pass, and you meet up with your grown-up
Very,
students to battle against the other
very
houses in
lengthy
their
game.
regions. It's a very sad game in which your former
It is-
allies
it is
become
kind of a
enemies,
little bit of an
turn
emotional
hostile,
game.
and try to kill you.
Yeah.
To understand the concept of Fire Emblem Three Houses, I played an early version of the game before its release.
Yeah. Fire Emblem games are
I've done the same thing before, with The
played
Legend of
the-
Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example,
Gracia 776.
because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas, saw the ending, and realized for the first time, I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter.
What?
I
I did the same this time, but with there being 3 houses and multiple endings, it was really hard to get a feel for it. And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. He had to actually play through the game.
The game has multiple routes, and the outcome of each is very different.
It's true.
Your experience will vary depending on the route you choose, and many of the characters you meet will adopt different roles in the story. I'll try to avoid spoilers when I'm talking about the fighter. I hope you'll understand.
Three Houses is good.
Before my demonstration, I should point out that when I did the
It's
Terry
definitely
Bogard
within my
showcase
top 5
video,
favorite
I
Switch
mentioned
games
that it was
for
recorded a month in
2019.
advance. But this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release. Right now,
2 months?
it's actually November.
Oh my god.
Therefore, some of what I'm about to show you might differ a bit from the finished version.
Okay.
As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes.
How would you
Here I
make
go.
that in-game camera available to us?
So, this is our new fighter, Byleth. Sadly, they're lacking in mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say for them. Throws are not their strong point either. Their grab lacks range. But actually, you could say that they're distance demon. The hero's relic they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick.
I see
Each
that
of the
Violet
hero's
is
relics
using
is
the
a weapon
Cloud
that
Strife
appears in
pose.
Fire Emblem Three Houses. They look like bones, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah, because they're like
First,
made of
let's
dragon
talk about
bones.
the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs, the Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks, such as down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip. They also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves.
So he's got range and he's got like, I don't understand.
For their up smash attack, they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air. For their up air attack, they'll wave the whip sword overhead. The hit
I'm just
detection
gonna
for
say
this
this
attack
now.
lasts
Why
for a
wouldn't you just
relatively
make
long
this
time.
like an
The
Echo
up
Fighter
special
of
move
Marth?
is really something. The sword
I don't
extends
want
like
to.
this.
I don't want to seem like I'm coming
allowing
off
you to
saying
do
Marth
things
and
like
Byleth
this.
are the same character, but why not just make him an
It
Echo
was
Fighter?
pretty terrifying how I knocked him into the air with that attack. And in addition,
Oh shit!
you can do awful things like this.
So he's got like the sword becomes like a
That
whip.
said, you'll launch opponents upward until their damage reaches
So
a certain
Byleth
percentage.
has like the special weapon of every character. He's got Simon Belmont's whip. He's got
Exceed
he's
that
got
percentage and you'll
Link's,
need to be careful.
you know, bow and
you may
arrow.
find it helpful to mid-air dodge.
He's got Cloud's sword.
I've already shown this, but you can
Low
also use
mobility.
it to latch onto edges. So that's the up special. Now, for the sideways inputs. This is Erdvar, the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology. First, we'll go through the forward and back air attacks. As you can see,
I'm
they
honestly
have a
stunned.
long reach.
I'm
Like so.
stunned.
Marth's air attack keeps opponents in check too, right?
I'm stunned.
I
just,
If
I don't know.
Byleth
I would
does the
not. I
same
would
thing,
not have
you'd
gone.
win out, so you
out,
should be able to beat
You know,
it.
woken up this morning thinking, "Oh yeah, today's the day
Next,
that I'm
the
going to
side
see
smash attack.
Violet enter
This
Smash
also has a
Brothers."
long
Not-
range.
Didn't even occur
It'll
to me.
connect even from here.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I liked Fire Emblem Three Houses, but not what I expected today.
Also, if you add an upward tilt, it will be stronger.
But again, Nintendo's everyone's
And
always
if you
like,
knock an
Nintendo,
opponent
please give
down,
us Dante,
the side
Gino,
attack
and
won't
whoever
hit
else Crash.
unless you
And
add
they're
a
like,
downward
okay,
tilt to aim
here's
for
another
it.
Fire Emblem rep. It never. You
By the
never
way,
know with
the tip of the
Nintendo.
lance is more powerful. The shaft part is weaker, so it's not suited to close combat. It won't deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents far. That's why, as a rule, you want to hit with the blade part aimed upward, or downward in this case. Next, the side special move.
Area Bedar.
Byleth will simply swing the lance like this, but again, it has excellent reach. For example, even when your opponent is at this distance, it'll still hit.
I would love to see just the
Actually, you can do a
team it
smash
takes
attack
to just
charge
produce
forward
like
a
a
little.
single one of these
Like
DLC characters. I just want to actually physically see the manpower. Like, I want to see the team. I know it's Sakurai,
But as
you
you'd
know, he has
expect,
his guys
it can
that
be
Sora
easily shielded, so be careful.
that are working on this, but I would love to actually see, like, the team.
Use
The
it in
size
midair
of his
and
team
you'll carve
working
up
on
a large
these.
area.
Because it'll give me an better idea of how
Returning
much,
to the side
like,
air attacks from
you know,
earlier,
man hours
they have
and
great
manpower
horizontal
it'll
reach,
actually
but they
takes
lack
to
verticality.
create something like this.
So this complements it well. Although you'll be vulnerable when you land.
For someone who
Now,
doesn't have
for the
a lot of
downward
mobility,
inputs. For these, Byleth will use an axe
certainly
called
makes up
Ymir.
for all the attacks. Jesus.
It's named after a weapon that appears in Ugaritic myth. First, the down air attack. It really is strong. You can try for a meteor effect with this attack. Next is the down smash attack. A heavy swing of the axe back and forth. As you can see, it has a great deal of launch power. And for the down special,
Byleth seems like he's just going to be like the edge guarding king.
Byleth channels all their energy into a devastating strike. It's a bold
Right?
move, similar to the Falcon Punch, but here's what makes it different. When readying the move, there's a super armor effect,
There's going to be some good ass remixes in this.
which allows you to
For this
withstand an
character.
attack. Just so you know, if you execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time,
Oh,
it plays
what?
out like this.
Whoa.
It's a bit slower than the Falcon Punch, but due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage,
But no, Sora, I'm somewhat sad. Well,
unless you get grabbed. Another
I heard it
notable
takes
aspect
a
is
month
that it lets
to
you
make a
pass
character
through
in fighting
platforms.
games. That's probably about right.
While you're charging up,
If
you
you
can
have,
breeze
if you're a
past
decent
platforms
team.
like this to reach a lower area.
Oh, he definitely is. All of the
It
new
won't let you
characters are
jump,
always
but you could
TV.
use it as a surprise attack.
Yeah, but King, you know what? Don't give
Also,
up hope
you can
yet.
turn around during
There's
the
still
move.
hope for Sora.
The swing takes a while.
No one has really
So
been
if an
counted out
opponent
ever.
runs
They're
behind
coming
you
out with
during
another
the move,
DLC
you can
fighter
quickly
pass. There's
change
still 5 more
direction.
chances for all the characters that
Even
that
though it can be
want
hard to
that
land a
need
hit
to be in
with
the
this
game.
move, it can be really effective when used
It's gonna be
against
like
a group of
Dante
opponents.
Crash Spiral and like Sora, and then the 5th is gonna be like, you know,
Plus,
Gino
even
or
if you fail to
Waluigi.
land a direct hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little. It's as if the quaking of the ground launches them.
To get a little splash damage with the axe, okay?
By the way, earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves. I don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads of counters.
Yeah.
It hits with that much power in a single attack.
just
Counters can
get,
actually
like,
multiply the
screwed
power
up by your
of
own
block
attack.
attacks, and using easily
Oh.
anticipated attacks like this could just get you hit by counter after counter.
This Garrick Mock stage doesn't seem to have very
Next, we
long
have the neutral moves.
sides.
The
seems
bow
to be
you
very
use
narrow.
is called Fail Not, which shares its name with the bow from the Knights of the Round Table. It only appears in a few neutral moves. You've got the neutral air attack. This attack is similar to a move of
All
Pit's
right,
and other
over or
fighters
under,
like
you think
him.
Byleth
It
is going
lets
to
you
be more
spin the
broken than
weapon
when
around.
Bayonetta came out for Smash for Wii U?
It's
that
also
shit
easy
was
to create
ridiculous.
certain combos with it.
Even when Cloud was first released, he was
And
like
with the neutral special,
way
you'll let
too
loose
strong.
arrows.
Even though I liked it,
It seems
that
pretty
was fine.
straightforward, right? But there are a few noteworthy aspects to this bow.
He's got the range as well. I just don't
First,
understand
the biggest difference
balancing of this
between this
character
bow
already.
and Link's is that once you enter the command, you can keep charging until it's ready. You
Okay.
can't release it partway through the charge, so when it does fire, the
Ooh.
arrow travels at high speed. It's also very powerful.
Interesting.
That said, you can still cancel out of the stance using the shield button.
Okay. So
You
the
can also
arrow is
change
like,
direction while in the
Ooh.
stance. It works up until this point, but if you keep holding the button, you'll unleash
Whoa!
a powerful
What?
arrow that looks like a beam of light.
What? It's just instant
You can
KO.
perform this
yeah,
move
this
by keeping
character's
the button
busted.
held down. You charge up power like so, charge a bit more,
you kidding
and
me?
then fire. But again, you'll need to take care when using this move. For one, when you've powered up the move to its max, there's no way to cancel out of it. Not even with the shield button. In other words, you're committed to firing it. So you see, a situation like this is pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Once you've entered the stance, you won't be able to do anything. Which means it's quite the risky attack to use against fighters who have a move with a reflector effect. But you could always just aim into the fray, as it is, after all, a long-range move. letting you deal a sudden blow
He's
to opponents.
so...
So you need to think carefully when using this projectile weapon.
Yeah, that
By
projectile
this
weapon
final
is
smash is called
insane.
Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In the original game, there's a move called Ruptured Heaven. This is an enhanced version. As you can see, you team up with the mysterious Sophis
I don't really care
and
about
launch
this
an
since I don't
attack
really ever
to
use Smash Orbs when I play. I don't really use any items, so... I don't use any items when I play this game, so...
Now, let's talk about the color variations. It's
Yes,
set up
let's.
so that the default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the even-numbered ones are female.
Alright.
However, the third, fourth,
Oh!
and fifth colors are, as you can see, reminiscent
that
of the
shit.
house leaders.
Oh yeah!
Those of you who played
Alright.
the original game will of course
Good, we got
understand what I'm
Edelgard in there.
referring to. The sixth color is based on Sophis, who you just saw earlier.
Nice. Okay.
And the seventh and eighth variations have a different hair color, which is based on something that occurs in the course of the original game's story. Didn't we see this variation in the final Smash?
Yeah, let's see the stage.
Next, I'll introduce the stage. For this one, we of course tried to recreate the place where you spend most of the game, Garreg Mach Monastery. This is how Garreg Mach Monastery is laid out in the original game. From these, we chose to have it cycle through the marketplace, reception hall, bridge, and cathedral all in one stage.
Good choices.
It's the type of stage that rotates through different areas, such as these four.
Yep.
Let me introduce each of the guests that appear in these four areas.
Alright.
The first area is the marketplace. I think this is where a lot of people come to do their shopping.
Yes.
The guests that appear here are students of the Blue Lion's house, Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid. Not
None of-
Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say. They're largely from the Holy Kingdom of
Dudu.
Fargus. Since it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarchy. For that reason, I guess you could say Dimitri's the future king. He had quite a difficult life and may or may not end up with just one eye. He's an unfortunate one, that one. There are vendors on either side. In the original game, these are important booths where you buy all sorts of things, but
I feel like I need to change the thumbnail to,
here
to
you
my
can break
YouTube
them, you see.
to this video to be like more like
If
kind
you
of
do
like
break them,
inquisical slash
The stage
disappointed
will expand
slash
to the left
like
and right.
utterly shocked.
I wonder where people will buy their supplies now. And in the background, you can see the gatekeeper. You often pass
guy.
through this area in Fire Emblem 3 houses, and you end up talking to him a lot.
I-
Moving through these areas is possible thanks to this mysterious platform. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop,
Instant vertigo.
you'll come crashing back down. We've broken through the ceiling and slammed into the building. And the guests in the reception hall are Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagles.
Hell yeah.
Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adressian Empire. And as
Petra.
such, they embrace their
Petra and
military
Edelgard.
might.
Petra especially.
Edelgard is one of the characters who is central to the conflict. Depending on the path you take, she'll go through some terrible ordeals.
These are really sassy ass
You'll notice
poses
there are
here.
prominent chandeliers above the stage. It's possible to knock them down.
Okay.
However, Byleth can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with other fighters, though.
That's funny.
So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go, I made it. And you can knock it down. Also, you can break this table.
Oh,
Like so.
okay. Breakables. Cool.
Just like the sign that reads Fudin Kazan in the Suzaku Castle stage, it can break if you launch the opponent into it at close range.
Yeah, this is I don't know.
Next up, the bridge. The camera
Underwhelming.
rotates 90 degrees, creating this long area.
Lukewarm, I would say.
It's very wide indeed.
Man. Again, I just.
It's similar to the Bridge of Elden stage.
Yeah, it's the same.
The
stage,
guests are from the
essentially.
Golden Deer: Claude, Hilda, and Lawrence. They belong to the Leicester Alliance.
Golden Deer.
Because it's an alliance of many noble families, you could say that they have a wide assortment of members. And Claude is the sharpest of the bunch. Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the 4th title in the Fire Emblem series. I guess once you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap. The
All right.
naming process must be tough. Hey, it looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training. As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway, plain and simple. You can expect plenty of blows to be exchanged at the edges of the screen.
All right, we get it.
You could also say it's a place where the fail knot really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the Golden Deer perfectly.
Oh yeah, that's right, because Golden Deer.
The last area is the cathedral, only with some platforms you can pass through. The guests appearing in the cathedral are Seta,
I don't really have anything
Flame,
to say.
and
I
Rhea.
mean,
There's
Violet.
Seta, who appears to have an extremely strong bond with his sister, Flame. She seems to be under the protection of him and
Man.
Rhea, who you can see fighting during the opening of Fire Emblem Three Houses. All three have character quirks related to their true identities. I feel that Flame might be saying shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that. This is a simple area of the stage. All it has are these platforms. Being the last area, it may be a place where some intense battles will be waged. It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes. Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle in Squad Strike with the DLC team pitted against Fire Emblem protagonists from throughout the ages. That'll give us precisely 5 players per side. Alright, here we go, Joker. Joker!
What?
And Hero!
Oh,
Gee, we really made a lot, huh? Banjo!
what's going on?
By now, I think you know what I'm doing.
No.
But basically, I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the Professor here. But as expected, it's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hands on. It's not going to land that easily. Uh-oh, this is bad. Bennigan's. I better keep my distance. I'll use this chance to attack. Got it.
Nice, Sakurai. Oh, Jesus.
That's scary. He's invincible for a moment here. Lots of explosives. Ouch.
Wow. Is Byleth slower than Ike?
He perfect shielded that, huh? Good one.
No, that projectile.
If I do this, or like so. No anti-air, huh? There. The soccer ball.
Sakurai is a savage. He's just playing on straight up level 9 CPU and he just got rid of everyone on his team.
Good. There's Mom.
So, that Kako Demon,
You're in a good spot, Mom.
that, Kako Demon and Mallow meat
I
costume.
shouldn't have taken that. Gardevoir. Well, I guess no one uses projectiles.
Are we gonna get
At this point,
someone
it
else
doesn't
on
matter
this?
if Gardevoir's there or
Yeah.
not.
Maybe at the end of this, we'll get a little Doomslayer trailer.
I feel like the enemy might get this Smash Ball. See? They got it. But I mustn't give up. I can't waste this chance.
Wow.
There's another Smash Ball. Yes, got it. Now! What are you charging up for?
Wow.
There's
Visuals
still
are
more.
impressive. I mean, this
Whack!
again. It was Three Houses was a good game.
Go on, you can take the hammer, but it's mine. Although I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state. I hit him! I was trying to fight using Byleth's abilities alone, but what matters is that I won. Good game. It can be fun to play like this, especially in tag team, so I think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges on yourself. The end.
What? Okay.
Now,
The
about
end.
the additional music. Since it's from the Fire Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages. There are already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game. Our selection this time has been made taking those existing tracks into consideration. 11 songs are being added.
Whoa. What?
This includes an arrangement of the main theme in both Japanese and English.
Square. You hear that?
I hope you'll enjoy these as well.
How about they
also
cop
adding
up a
in
little
the
bit
new
for Final
spirit
Fantasy VII, huh?
It includes the house leaders among some of the other popular characters. Sothis is Legend class. Also, there's a new Classic Mode route, a Heroic Legacy, which is designed to let you enjoy classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the series' history.
Wait, what? What is this?
The final battle is against Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that.
What? What do you mean?
Now for the Mii Fighter costumes. Please take a look.
Oh my god, is it Mallow? Okay, okay. Yep. So we're not getting Ezio. No one from Assassin's Creed. We're getting the Mii Fighter. Yep. All right. Okay. So this is we legitimately could get Mallow here, and we could get Kako Demon. It seems like they're doing Assassin's Creed. We're getting the rabbits. Okay. Who's next? No shit. Fuck yeah, we're getting X-Gunner. All right. If I'm not mistaken, didn't we already have this already? Maybe. Battle Network. All right. We're getting Battle Network Mega Man. Cool. All right. We're getting other Mega Mans. That's kind of what I wanted. I didn't want them as Mii Gunners, but. No shit! No way! Cuphead! Wow. No fucking way. Oh my god. Awesome. Includes a music track, that's it. Nice, we're getting Cuphead, we getting Mugman too? Nope, okay, alright. Wow. Alright, I mean, not bad. Alright, so they're coming out the same day that Byleth is.
This time, we're releasing a Cuphead costume.
I know.
And for those of you who purchased the Cuphead costume, an additional song will be added. It's called Floral Fury, and it's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnation. I
Very
hope you
cool.
enjoy these as well. After purchasing a costume, I recommend using the sharing feature.
What is this?
If someone has created a Mii Fighter, you can play using the
Oh,
costume it's wearing
okay.
immediately after you download it. And now, onto the amiibo.
Oh, you're right. That's releasing like this week.
The color palette for Dark Samus looks pretty good, doesn't it? Dark Samus and Richter are planned for release on Friday, January 17th.
Looks a little. You gotta get a little better quality there. Join the fight, okay?
And now, with the addition of Byleth, the Fighter's Pass is finally complete.
But
The
there's
lineup
more.
was Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry Bogard, and Byleth. From more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added. But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on.
Yep.
There really were a lot of new mechanics, weren't there? When we add a new fighter, we don't simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we try to offer you a whole new style of play. As I stated, we'll continue to release more DLC fighters down the line. I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
Whoa! What? 6?
Looks like there will be one more fighter than last time.
Yeah, that's right. One of them's got to
For
be
this reason,
Sora.
we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume 2. It will be available for pre-purchase on the date shown, so
All
please keep
challenger
an eye
packs
out.
will be released by December 31st,
And now that it's official,
2021.
we intend to move ahead with development. Of course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very
Okay.
sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed.
Oh my god, Sakurai.
Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why and purchased it.
Well,
Furthermore,
hang
the
on.
new additions have already been decided.
Whoa, what?
Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them.
Okay, fair enough.
But I still hope you'll look forward to it.
You can't tell us anything?
We're also including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2. Last
Bonus?
time, it was a Rex costume. But this time, here's what we have.
It's Kako Demon. Link?
It's a Mii Fighter costume for Mii Sword Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from The Legend of Zelda Breath of
Alright.
the Wild. This will
Kinda
not be
like-
for sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2.
Lastly,
It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest selling fighting game in the world. Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world. Seems like Street Fighter 2 was in the lead for a while, but now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has surpassed it in total sales. However, I'm
Big
not sure
numbers.
if this is accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds. Plus,
Sure.
there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for. Also, I don't know if that really
Modest,
qualifies
Sakurai,
as
very
a one
modest.
game. It's up for discussion. So, who knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is number 1.
rightfully so. Good roster.
Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game. I feel like it's become more than a fighting game, some sort of celebration of gaming or something else entirely.
Agreed.
Also, I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters. The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there will be more DLC, which means no breaks for me.
Not yet.
I plan to keep working hard, so I hope you can continue to support us. That's it. Thank you.
That was a man, what the hell? I don't even know how I feel about it. I don't even know how I feel about it. What a very, very strange direct. I don't know. I don't know if I'm delirious from lack of sleep or anything like that, or just that I'm blown away by the fact that they released another viral of a character. I'm just dying to see Twitter. I'm dying to see people's reactions online. No Kako Demon, no Mallow either. Not the strongest direct that I've ever seen. Not the biggest, most overwhelming Smash Brothers I've ever seen. That was. I mean, I'm looking at the other ones here when he showed off Terry and when he showed off Hero. Those videos both got over 2 million views. I don't know if that. I don't know if. I don't know about that. I'm excited about the. Me too. That was cool. It means that there's still that door is just still wide open for anyone else to get in. Cuphead's getting in, which is crazy. That was just interesting. Yeah, we get 6 more characters. Yeah. So we're gonna get Geno, Crash, Spyro, Sora, Dante. Right? Who else is it gonna be? Yeah, you know, they might just fucking Paulina from Mario Odyssey. Like, you know, I feel like if he's willing to put, you know, Fire Emblem character in there, then Waluigi. Yeah. Skull Kid, I don't know. But either way, I'm gonna go eat some breakfast now. I'm gonna go chill out, get some more sleep, and then wake up again. And yeah, that was interesting. Not what I expected, but interesting regardless. Thank you again. So Kobe got in. Is Master Chief coming? Probably, but it's gonna. I think honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't know at all, man. Could be anything at this point. But you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you again for tuning in. I'll see you soon. Buenos noches. That's good night. Buenos dias.
If you're feeling all you kind of could be your man up with
Santiago.
if your knees go and your teeth go. Maybe you bumped into
Santiago.
he flies through the night looking for a bite, but he's back home by daylight.
Santiago.
If you sort of or you're a little, it's certain you've run into.
Santiago.
If your heart goes or your mind goes, man, you've had a brush with.
Santiago.
So watch out for the beware of the and pray you'll never meet with.
Santiago. Slayer Santiago.
What are you still doing here? Go watch one of these guys. Any one of these idiots over here, just go watch them. Just don't stand here and stare at a blank screen. Come on!